What is up, guys? It's Barnett here, and my oh my, it's been a fucking while, hasn't it? But anyway, I've got a game here on Slums on Black Ops 2, which I start with a nice wee two-piece there, like to hit first blood. But anyway, it's not so much about the gameplay today, I just wanted to have a wee gibber to you guys, see what's happening, how you all been doing. But anyway, like, obviously this is Black Ops 2, I've got a few opinions on the game as it goes at the moment. There seems to be a lot of bullshit when it comes to this game in my book. If they can fix the connection issue with shooting first, dying first, and dying when you're around corners and things, you sort of... I think this could be a great game. If it can just get back to the Black Ops 1 even connection style, I'll be happy, because that way at least a 4-bar is a 4-bar. And in this game, a 3-bar feels like about a 1-bar, if I'm honest. But that's enough of the ranting and raving about the game. I've actually got a few stories that I'd like to tell you guys about, a few things that have happened recently. So, me and a few mates were out at the pub recently, and there was this sort of tidy lassie going around, you know, the ones with the shots that try and sell you them, and like, it's basically your Ribena with maybe a millimetre of alcohol in it. It's waste of money. But anyway, she was trying to gibber to us all night, and we sort of straight away were just like, nah, not interested in that. We've gotten past our Ribena stage of life, we're no longer 3 or 4 years old and stuff like this, to start trolling her. So she ends up coming like back to our table like about 7 or 8 times and not trying to sell us the stuff, and like sitting it down, well, just sitting down, chatting to us, and we're just like, alright, she's after one of us, and if I'm honest, she's a bit below my normal standards, but when it comes to 90% of my mates, she's above theirs. But I probably would. She had a smoking body and about an average face, and if I'm honest, I'm normally a fussy fuck, which sometimes benefits, sometimes doesn't, probably. It's all down to personal preference at the end of the day, and I get what I'm after most of the time. But anyway, as we were saying, so she's coming back, and we're like, right, she's after one of us here, and one of our mates went at home, and it got left to me, and, or actually, I'll leave names blank in this. So, we're sitting there, it's like, right, which one is it? So I was just like, fuck it, on you go, son, you just split up with your missus, like, tear in, she's all yours. So he ends up like in a taxi with her, going back to his house. Bear in mind we've been out drinking for, well, straight from work actually. So they get to his house, he stops and he's about to get out of the taxi, and she's like, well, are you not inviting me in? And he just goes, no! Slams the car door and storms off. It's like, what the fuck, you tard? She's hotter than his ex, she's pretty smoking, to be fair, like, well, body-wise anyway. And he just like, no, to like, on a plate. Worst thing about it was, she's in his work 2 days later, still trying to chat him up. Treat him mean, keep him keen, lads. Anyway, this actually seems to be, well, I suppose it was the festive season, or the month of the drink stories. There was another one where there's about 9 or 10 of us, alright. So we end up back at my mate's house for a party. We're there for the night. And this boy's, let's just say, he acts a wee bit camp, and you don't think he's going to pull off as well as he does, and he tends to actually get some quite tidy birds, and you're just sitting there a bit dumbfounded, because he just doesn't seem the sort, but I'm sure you guys have friends that are the same. So anyway, we're sitting there, we're at the party, he goes off to the toilet, but he leaves his phone just sitting down, and we decided to be assholes, basically. So we took his phone, and we texted his mother to say, sorry, I'm so drunk right now, I know I won't have the, like, the balls to do this in the morning, but I have to tell you that I'm gay. And, like, the whole night goes by, most of us forget about it and all that, like, but then a message goes off in the morning, and we're just like, what the fuck? And it turns out, we get it from his phone, we get to his phone first, because he's just out for the count, and it just says, it's alright, son, I always knew, love you, always. And it was just like, what the fuck? His mum actually thinks he's gay. Imagine that, you're straight, your mates play a can't speak, mates play a prank on you, and your mother actually believes you are gay. How much would you, like, how bad would you feel that you're just sitting there? I know, no offense to anyone that's homosexual or gay or anything, but if you're like deadly straight and everyone thinks you're gay, you've got to admit that would be a pretty big issue, while also being rather hilarious to all your mates. that's sort of a couple of the stories that I've gone about lately. There's a few more that I'll probably get to in some later commentaries, but some of you may have noticed I've started drop shotting a bit more in this video. Some videos in the future will have this, some I've got before this situation, but to explain this, I actually just purchased a SCUF controller. And I'm still getting used to it. It's only a week or two old. I haven't been playing too much COD. Been really enjoying Far Cry actually. It's a great game. If you haven't played it, really give it a shot. But yeah, the SCUF in my book is actually a really great piece of equipment. I've already stopped using most of the face buttons bar the reload. I've gotten used to the whole climbing and dropping and things like that. Really well made. I've got a slight fault with it at the moment where it's only working wired. So I'm sending that back, but the customer service I've received so far has been impeccable. I would give it my recommendation if you have the money and you want to upgrade, or if you've got spare 40 quid you can upgrade your current one. But anyway, that's the commentary wrapping up about now, guys. So that's been Barnett 86. Good catching up and have a great day.